liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. We just practicing liquidity for the time being, right? And what you can see is this is Euro CAD that I'm looking at. And coming into the market this morning, what I could clearly see is that we had a clear bounce into this order block right here. And what I could see is that we are in premium. So I was anticipating potential sell-offs with the most recent daily candle closing bearish. We can see that we took out the previous day's low, creating a lower high, lower low. And so therefore I was really anticipating that price action could potentially go lower, right? I mark out the previous day's low and the previous day's high. You'll see that we're on top time frames. But let's actually jump down into the 15-minute time frame. Marked out the previous day's high and the previous day's low. You can see there was a time within late Asia, early London, where we were trading outside the range. And when we did go outside the previous daily high, I anticipated for price action to firstly break structure. Once price action did break structure, I was anticipating that price action would come back and grab liquidity on the 1-minute time frames. And if we did do that, now I'm purely practicing here, guys. I don't know what I don't know entry models. All I'm really trying to see is where the liquidity sweeps from a higher time frame perspective works. So if we do break above and we break back inside, what are the chances of us pushing in the opposite direction? So in this case, if we do break above, what are the chances of us pushing down to the previous daily low, or at least to 50%? So then if you have that action, you have 50% of the trade done, right? So once price action broke below these 15-minute lows, like I noticed that, as I mentioned in my previous short, that this would be a level where we could potentially grab liquidity. We grabbed liquidity, waited for a clear engulfing candle, and then I placed like execution order. And then similarly here, what you can see is the price action was trending lower. We came into the New York kill zone. We grabbed liquidity, engulfing candle, and then execute with my stops above the previous swing high. And the rest is history. The main thing that we're trying to determine here is whether the grabs of liquidity, when we do take out the previous day's high or previous day's low in the direction that we anticipate, is price action going to continue in this direction, and can we start to anticipate trades now? The entry model still needs to be determined. The nitty-gritty of the trading should still, like, we still gonna have to be determine that, but we're trying to get into a model where we can determine direction first, and it seems to be working perfectly. So stick along for the ride. Remember that failure is feedback. Feedback is knowledge, and knowledge is power. Have a profitable week. Peace out, man.